Hey y'all. I wanted to come on here to talk about some decisions I'm having trouble making. If any of you guys could be of help, that would be greatly appreciated. Also, it's extremely humid right now because of the rain, so this is what we got going. I just got off work too, so not looking my best. Anyways, so I think I talked about it before, but I viewed a home that is in my hometown that I grew up in, which is just like 20 minutes away from where I live now. It's where my jobs are, and it's a really great place. It's, you know, affordable, and it's really nice, and it's ideal, and it's comfortable, but I just can't seem to just, you know, make the jump and just decide and just, you know, message the people and let them know that I want it. Like, I just can't make the jump. And I know it's comfortable, and a lot of people say that I should, including one of my counselors, because it is what I should do, honestly. If we're thinking logistically, it is what I should do. It's closer to my jobs, it's cheap, it's a really wonderful home, it's cute because it's really old, and it's close to my job. So it's what I should do. But I cannot help but just hold on to the hope that I'll be able to move out of state, because seriously, Illinois for me is like a prison, and I know that may sound dramatic to those of you who may not live here, but it is absolutely exhausting living here, because I have so many aspirations and I live in such a tiny place that everyone who lives here, no matter what job you have, you don't get enough money to save, you're just going to be scraping by. Everyone here just seems to be miserable and just stuck in repetitive nature, and I don't want that for me. I have so many goals and things that I want to do, and I want to get out there and meet people and make more friends. And I know that in Massachusetts, like, there's so many vet jobs available, and I need to be in a vet hospital to be happy. I need to be. And one job that I'm at now, I can transfer over there, because you can transfer anywhere with the job that I have. So I could easily do that, and I could get a vet job, so I could be working 2 jobs. And, you know, every single morning I wake up, I receive emails from, you know, like Zillow sending me homes in Massachusetts, and they're extremely expensive. But if hello, Slipper. If I were to move to this home in the town I used to grow up in, you know, I would be stuck there essentially, because I wouldn't make enough money to, you know, come back from the financial loss of moving, and so I'd be stuck there. But if I do it now, I have, you know, basically just the right amount of money saved up to move to this expensive state, that if I started working there, I would be getting more money to make up for the, you know, the cost of living there, because it is wild. It is wild. And I just feel like it's the time to take the risk, because I'm young and I don't have any assets besides my 2 cats. Like, I don't have anything really tying me down. And if I make a mistake or I mess up and it fails, it's much easier to come back from when you're younger. So I really need to just say, like, fuck it and just do it and go. And I really still want to go to vet school, but because of my schooling situation, I would have to pay out of pocket, and I know that's going to be impossible, especially here, because I'm not making enough money for that. And it's crazy, because I work 2 jobs. I love my jobs, but I work 2 jobs, you know, and I don't make enough money to save worth a crap, like anything. And I got, you know, my cat's expensive surgery coming up, but I want to work a job where I know that I have enough money to eat dinner when I get home from said job. Because it's crazy that with the amount that I work, that I barely have enough money, which I don't have, to have dinner and to have breakfast, to go to said jobs again, and to pay for the gas to get to those jobs. Like, I am just, you know, in this repetitive cycle of use the money I get to pay for bills, pay for gas, pay for a little bit of food to get by, even though I'm still, like, hungry throughout the day. And, you know, I get money, I get food from, like, food banks and whatnot, which those services, you know, are necessary for a lot of people. So I absolutely love, you know, that those services are available. but I do all these things just to make enough money to do it again. And I'm sick of it, and I'm young. I'm 20 years old, you know? I'm not gonna be 20 forever. I feel like I need to just make this jump, and like, I cannot, as much as I know that, you know, moving to this town I grew up in is the safer option, like, part of me just won't let me commit to it, and I have essentially like 2-ish months to decide because my lease is up September 1st. And I do not want to stay here. Like, everyone who knows me knows that I have the most amount of goals, and I'm not gonna be one of those people who's okay living a boring, basic ass life where I'm not happy, I'm miserable, and I'm just barely getting by. Like, I don't want that. And the other day I was driving home and there was just a chicken on the side of the road, and I'm like, what is Illinois? Is this a simulation? Like, I'm living in this place where the only thing I see is cornfields, and there's just the amount of times I've just seen a chicken. Just like one time I was at a park having lunch, and this chicken just walks out of the cornfield, greets me, walks back in. Like, what? That's not normal. That is not what I want. Massachusetts is, you know, it's in between like heavy city life and like medium populated, which I can get comfortable with. I prefer smaller cities, but I can get comfortable with that. I can adapt. It's really great for people who are my age, and because the job business is booming over there, like, the economy is really good. Some cities aren't the safest. You gotta try and, you know, weed those out and find the better ones. But like, it is the time to do it. The weather is my kind of weather. You know, it's got lots of trails and nature and pretty things. You know, I can do all these activities that I love, and it's colder, which is my type of weather, the only weather that I like. I hate being hot. I hate summertime. I don't enjoy it at all, except for that I can, you know, go on hikes and whatnot. But it just sounds like the most perfect place for me, and I know that, you know, if I were to go there, that once I would get there, it may end up being different, and that's okay. You know, we have to make mistakes to grow from them. But as I was talking to my counselor today, she said, like, you know, she saw this quote, it's like, you have to choose your hard. And what that means is, like, I moved to this town that I grew up in. Yes, it's financially easier, but it's extremely hard on me mentally because I'm not nearly as happy as I know that I could be. But if I move out of state, that's financially hard, but it's gonna be so good for me mentally to get out, even though I will be away from my brothers and my family and my best friends. That's gonna be so heartbreaking. But they know that this is something that I need to do for me and something I've always needed, because if I'm not happy, then what's the point of life? Like, what is the point if I'm not being fulfilled and I'm not doing something that I love? Because even if I am going to be working, you know, my butt off to pay the expensive rates that it is for housing, that's fine, because I'm going to be doing so much better mentally because I'll be working at a vet job. You know, I'm going to be somewhere new and exciting and just out of this corn, you know, infested state. Like, I don't even like corn. I don't fit in here. I hate country music. It doesn't even sound like music to me. It makes me angry. It makes me want to claw my eyes out. I would rather be a contestant in a Saw movie than listen to a country song about beer, women, and trucks. That's not me, okay? I want to be somewhere where, you know, it's really nice and lovely and nature forward and people are friendly, because a lot of people here are judgmental and stuck in their ways and not very kind. That's not everyone, but it's a good chunk of people, and that's not my kind of people. You know, I want to get out there and do things that matter, that make me happy. So you gotta pick your hard, and I feel like I would much rather go somewhere where I have to work even harder, because I know hard work, okay? I've had to do so much work on myself. It is unbelievable, the fact that I'm still alive because of the shit that I've been through. So I know what hard work is, physical and mental. I know what it is, and I'm not afraid to do it. I will do whatever is necessary to get me where I need to go and to get me taken care of and my cats. I will do that. So if I have to do that, that is okay with me, because I know I'll be at a place where I'm happy and I'm doing things that will make me feel fulfilled and successful. And I'll be able to take care of myself and my cats and help other people's animals, and, you know, maybe save up money in the future to go to vet school, because that is what I want to do really bad, so I can continue helping animals, because that is where I am meant to be. That is where I'm meant to be. You know, growing up, my favorite animals were zebras and pugs, okay? Now it is possums and cats. Like, I have always been an animal lover, and I love learning about them, and I love knowing things about them. I miss it. I miss it so much because people would ask me questions all the time about their animals, and I loved knowing the answers to them. And I miss it, and I know that I can do it. I don't feel very smart, but if it's something that I'm passionate about, I know I can get there. I just have to work at it. And so I just need advice from you guys on what I should do, because everyone around me keeps saying that I should take the safer option, but I know that I can do this. I know that I can. And if I mess up, then I'm not afraid to say I mess up, and I'm not afraid to come back home. You just gotta keep trying. So let me know your thoughts. I am just kind of going crazy here and trying to decide what is best for me. So if any of you can relate, let me know, because I just want to explore. I want to get the most out of life, and I'm not gonna sit by and be boring and just watch as every day blends in with the other. That is not who I am, and I have so much stuff that I could do. And I'm very passionate, very, very passionate, and very optimistic. You know, I am driven by hope and just wanting everyone to be happy. Like, that is what keeps me going. And if there's any possible way that I can affect more people's lives, then I am gonna do it, God willing. You know that I will. Me and Swiffer want to say goodnight to you all, and I love you. Take care of yourselves, and please do what is necessary to make you happy, but not at the expense of others. I love you. I will talk to you later. Goodbye.